Hello and welcome to You Will Yet Die Season 1. We will be playing a homebrewed adventure set in the dying world of Mork. If you don't know how to play Mork, don't worry, because neither does anyone sitting at this table with me. And we're going to get to know them right now. Hello, boys. Let's start with Harland. Harland, say hello, please.
Oh, hi. How's everybody doing?
Good.
What else do I say? Is that it?
Give me a fun factoid about yourself.
Oh boy, I do a good goat impression.
Do it.
That's true.
Ah! That's how we tested this earlier to make sure the levels were right.
That's true. Tyler, please introduce yourself.
That wasn't the goat sound I expected.
Yeah.
Have you seen a goat?
Well, I've heard one too. I'm Tyler. A factoid about me is I can do a better goat impression.
Fucking
Prove
just
it.
do it, dude.
No, I can't.
All right, John,
might
introduce
say-
yourself. Are you going to do a goddamn goat impression too? Or you have
No.
another animal, another barnyard animal?
I'm John, and I will do a horse.
Oh, wow.
So,
A whinny,
you know.
nice. I love a good whinny.
It was spitty too.
Yeah, sorry, everyone in my splash zone.
I really have to say that I did not think starting this off today was going to be barnyard sounds in the dying world of Mork.
Well, I
The worst
It
possible
sets
sounds.
the ambience.
I feel like the goat is most appropriate considering
Yes.
goat
Yeah.
imagery and the world that we're in.
Very Baphomet.
So Mork is part of the old school revival that's happening right now. It's kind of a return to form of these tabletop role-playing games that emulate things like the very first editions of Dungeons & Dragons, where it's very rules light, and a lot of things are left up to the interpretation of the table and the GM, who is me. My name is Kyle. Should have probably introduced myself. Hi. I'll do a goat sound too, I guess. No, I'll do a...
Hi.
I'll do a... What is this?
It's a swine.
Snuffle.
Some sort of
Pig snuffle.
sniffly swine.
What is this?
But sorry, what is this thing I'm about to do? What is it? So we're going to talk about old school revival really quick. Very simple rules. There are some rules, but very few. So as we encounter things today, we will be making up how to resolve them as we go along. In addition to that, since there's like not many mechanical things, you as the players are encouraged to use the environment, draw outside the lines, and we'll just
Improvised weapons,
Yeah.
IEDs.
exactly.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, bring your IEDs to the dying world of Mork.
I've gone my whole life drawing within the lines and being told to do that. So this is going to be fun.
Yeah. So
Just
just
an experiment for
Coloring
Tyler.
books lied to me.
Yeah. Thanks, preschool teacher.
okay. So we are in the dying world of Mork, as I've said about 9 times now.
What's it called?
What this means, the dying world of Mork.
world of Mork.
The dying world of Mork.
All right,
Cool.
What is going on here? This world is actually doomed. This is not like a hope that it's not. Like, we hope that the prophecies aren't real. The prophecies are real. About 565 years ago, a Cretan monk took down the whispers, the prophecies of a two-headed basilisk known as Verhu, and wrote them in stone. And then that inside a temple. That temple was covered by something. It was recently discovered, and as the stone tablets were discovered, unfortunately, the things that are foretold on the tablet have been coming true.
So it's like the 10 Commandments.
Yeah,
kind of,
except they're called the miseries.
Oh,
The 10 miseries.
You know, the 10 miseries.
But it
casual.
It says that the 7 of these miseries will come to light, and then the world will end. The 7th misery is always the same, where Verhu rises from beneath the ground, starts lighting the world ablaze and killing everything that walks, and a black disc blocks out the sun. That happens when the 7th misery begins. I think
Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it. I think the color yellow of all the Mork stuff is a symbol that it's a hidden meaning that this is actually just Simpsons heavy metal version. We're going to roll and see, each of us are going to roll 50-50 here. So I'm going to probably choose like a D12, and evens will be nothing happens. Odds will be an event has occurred on the calendar. So please, each of you pick a die and split it and tell me the odds or evens result is.
Just any die?
Any die.
Okay.
9.
Even.
Oh,
Even.
Okay, we only have one misery that has befallen this world.
Was that my fault?
Yes. Harlan,
Sorry, guys.
Misery loves company.
you're going to roll a psalm and a verse right now.
What?
So,
I have to do more? Okay.
Yeah. So now pick 2d6, pick one to be the psalm and one to be the verse. And so this is rolling to d66 is what
Psalm?
we're doing here. Cool.
4,
And then roll a verse.
2.
Would you like to read it, Harland?
You're the DM, my man.
Harland doesn't know how to read.
I don't know how to read. How dare you put me on the spot like that?
I'll read it for you. Psalm 4, verse 2. And for 5 days and 5 nights shall fathers weep.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Are any of your characters fathers?
Absolutely
No
not.
way.
No. In fact, I killed my father.
Okay, so great. So that's going to be not super affecting you guys, but it may affect some of the characters you encounter in this game.
Cool.
Do we know why they're weeping? No? Okay.
Sleepless.
It's up to our interpretation.
Sleepless nights.
Pretty tired.
These goddamn children.
Careless whisper plays in the background. Cool. Okay, we have our dying world. Last little bit I want to talk about before we actually start are omens. Are you guys aware of how omens work? I don't think so, because we, as we established, don't know how to play the game.
Yeah.
Well, we've played one other time, but it's been a minute,
been a
and
year.
I think my
I
guy
would love
had.
a refresh.
Yeah, my guy had omens. My guy that I'm going to start with has 2 omens or D2 omens.
Yeah. So
but
I'm
I
gonna,
don't-
I'm going to say you have 2. Tyler, how many omens does your character have?
My starting character has 1.
Okay.
Same.
Okay. Great. So here's what omens do. You have an option to use them in various ways. One is that you can use an omen to deal maximum damage with an attack. So it's basically if you rolled a hit and you go,
Right.
I for sure want to make my character do maximum damage right now.
Kill this thing.
You can use an omen and it'll apply the max damage die. You can re-roll a dice roll, yours or someone else's. So if someone fails an ability test that you want them to succeed, you can use one of your omens to help someone else, or you can,
Got it.
this also could be for damage as well. Like if you want to, literally any die that's rolled. Lower damage dealt to you by a d6. And neutralize a crit or fumble on a natural 20 or 1, or lower a test by -4. So just remind me when you guys get into situations where you might want to use one, I can refresh you on what they are.
It's just kind of like an undo button a little bit.
In a way.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty practical. It's like, think about the way you'd want to use it. Like, it's like, fuck, I'm in trouble. I want to use an omen because I'm sure it'll help me in some way.
Yeah.
We'll find the way to help you out.
Got it. Okay.
But once those omens are done, it's kind of the idea, the way I kind of view it is like, your luck will eventually run out. Like, everyone will die, and your luck is eventually going to run out. Your omens are like your ace up your sleeve, basically. So Harlan, his first character might have higher survivability because he has 2 omens versus you guys having 1. But he could also use his omens to help you depending on how he's feeling.
We'll see about that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We'll handle your guys' characters once we're actually in the game. I'm going to cue us in here with, as someone I'm very fond of says, an overwritten and dramatic intro.
Love it.
The world is ending. Time has shown us that the whispers of Necrobell have proven to be full-chested screams of prophecy. What doubts or rebuttals may have existed are long flown in this current day. The world is ending. We find ourselves in the Valley of the Unfortunate Undead, a wasteland southeast of the capital of Galgenbeck, where those who have managed to prolong their lives long enough to see this dawn suffer perpetually. The valley is often used as a way to revoke one's mortal status and land themselves in an honorable place in the shimmering fields. Paradise. Some, though, thrive in this unfortunate valley. Those are the ones to fear, for they fear not the treachery of the valley. You 3 have ventured here in search of your missing comrades from the labor camp you all escaped from. You know not what lies before you, yet you trudge forth in search of your friends who only recently began to understand freedom once again. Faith and hope remain bleak, but there is one thing that is for certain. You are not dead yet, but you will yet die.
Nice.
It is the morning, but the sun gives no indication that today will be the day it breaks through the smoke-choked sky. The valley itself is foggy and quiet, complemented only by a steady wind that moves the fog along. Sun-starved trees, burnt hills, and abandoned derelict structures dominate the landscape before you. Of course, the sun cannot penetrate the perpetual gloom, but I assure you, it is indeed day. When the wind moves the fog just right, you are all able to see a thick column of black smoke that disappears into the shrouded sky some miles away. We find the three of you standing on a ridge overlooking a short drop that will take you even deeper into the valley. What do you do?
Well, I think we should understand a little bit of who we're working with here.
You guys want to give some character descriptions?
Yeah, sure.
Give me some visuals. Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Sure.
Do you want a little class? Do you want class, and what do we got here?
I'll leave it up to you what you guys want to reveal. But for now, I need at the very least a visual, and then you can tell me as much as you want about your character.
Okay.
Or as little.
My fella is Sid the Sick.
Ooh.
He was dying of the plague at one point, and
You gotta go over it.
then he touched something from the outside.
Ooh.
And was saved. So
Interesting.
but he still kind of got a lingering, a little cough, a little something.
A little
Phlegm.
Got it.
Yeah, he is a slender man. Always kind of walks with a bit of a hunch.
But not the Slender Man?
Not the slender
Okay.
man. He is a slender man, and he happens to have a rusty hook
Okay.
in place of one hand.
Right.
So
Awesome.
his left hand is a rusty hook.
Wow. That's very cool. What's his name? Sid the what?
Sid the Sick.
Sid the Sick. Sick.
Sick.
Oh, I'm playing a guy. He's just a guy. Just a regular guy. I'm playing Korgoth. He is a Fang deserter. He is just a bicep of a dude. He's just meaty, and he's a dummy.
A brick shithouse.
A brick shithouse.
Brick shithouse.
Yeah. He's not very smart. He's basically here to just fuck shit up. Really. Basically, he looks like Conan the Barbarian, like head to toe, bangs and all, bangs, the long hair, no shirt, never wears a shirt. Loincloth with some kind of animal skull on the front.
Oh boy.
And yeah.
Descriptive.
And he's got you're not sure what the animal is.
I'm thinking longhorn. Texas longhorn.
I was thinking something like really small, like a shrew.
I like the idea that it's a full-on fucking skull that like the horns get in the way of your arms.
But he also has like some sort of like animal skin boots that are like not thigh high, calf high.
Sure.
With like the fur at the top, and that's it, man. He's just on a mission to save these people, or not. Honestly, he could kind of go either way.
Sure.
Right.
Oh, I have a big giant scimitar. That's the thing. The scimitar, the brown scimitar of Galgenbeck.
Cool.
That's the only thing he wears on him, like
Yeah.
across the
Nice.
massive chest, his heaving chest.
Just a lot of meat. Okay.
Yeah.
What makes it brown?
You don't want to know.
Oh.
It's
I think we'll find out.
Okay. You sound so sure of that.
I do. I am pretty confident
Kyle
we're gonna
knows-
find out exactly where.
Kyle knows more about my own scimitar than I do. I think.
Yeah.
I was telling him about it.
Yeah, I was like,
Hey,
oh yeah,
your
that is
scimitar
right.
is gonna be brown.
Oh my god. It's not in brown in color. Anyways, Tyler, please go for it.
Yeah, so I'm playing Talon, and he is a cursed skinwalker. Talon has a tumultuous past with his family, but we'll leave it as, well, I already mentioned that I've killed my father, so I'll leave it at
He gave
that.
up the ghost there.
I think that kind of the family
It
trouble.
paints- yeah.
Yeah. That really hits hard.
Generational trauma, really.
That's right. He's an ornery fella, that's for sure. You'll see what he turns into a little later, and maybe if we get further into who he is as a character, we'll understand more about that. But he is also quite slender. I'd say he's kind of riddled in a lot of scars. Again, you'll find out more about that. And something that was a part of just the natural character sheet is the worse things get, the fancier I need to be.
Yes.
Ooh, that's fun.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, so you'll see also how that comes into play.
Cool.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Hey, just curious. Looking at my character sheet, can anybody read scrolls in our party? Or understand them? Because my character says you are incapable of understanding scrolls.
Yeah, Fang deserters can't read. I think you eat them.
Like
you eat the
Okay, I gotta
scrolls.
remember that.
I think I can do that, yeah.
Do you have any scrolls on you? Because
Yes.
you better
Yeah.
keep them away from me.
Yes, I do.
You
Yeah.
guys have powers. We should talk about that. You guys, so you get, powers, scrolls, same deal.
and also, I mean, I'm saying yeah over and over again. Talon does not have scrolls.
Got
not
it.
his thing. My second character, if we get to that, does.
John, your current character has a scroll.
Yes. Lucifer's levitation. Which is an
Cool.
unclean scroll.
Cool. So here's what I need you to do, Johnny. We're going to find out how many times you have the ability to cast that today.
Oh, fantastic.
Let me find where it says that. Powers can be used a total of presence plus D4 times per day. So roll a D4. And then add your presence modifier to that. Oh my god.
That's a 4
Oh boy.
Thank God.
plus 2.
You can cast that 6 times. But
Sick.
be aware. You have to beat, every time you do, you have to beat a DR12 presence test. So it sounds like you have a plus 2 to presence.
Yes.
Okay, so you need to roll a 10 or higher on the die. So 50-50, or I guess a little more than 50-50. 50-50 chance on the die-ish to succeed. If you fail, John, if the power doesn't work, you take D2 damage, become dizzy, and can't use powers for an hour.
Oh, boy.
So every time you try to cast it, it will come with a chance that you will not be super stoked on the outcome of that.
Copy. I do also have the Book of Boiling Blood.
Okay. Oh, that's what class ability?
Yes.
Cool. Let's you just hold on to that.
Okay.
Use that as you see fit.
Also, can we get a description of what the Lucy scroll is and does?
I don't know. It's,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
The what scroll?
Lucifer's levitation.
Yeah. Like what is that?
That's oh, do you not does not say what it does on the thing?
It says nothing
Oh,
here.
then yeah, I have it right here.
Cool.
Give me just a sec and I'll tell you. Is it an unclean power or a sacred power?
Unclean.
Unclean. It does.
Which tracks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sid the Sick.
Super tracks.
All right. So
Got the plague all over it.
you will be able to hover for presence plus D10 rounds.
Now, what does
Yeah, I don't
hovering
know what
look
that-
like?
So it does say that here, and I don't really know what that means.
Yeah.
Is it like
so-
how many inches, how many feet?
Guys, this is what I'm talking about, baby. We get to decide.
Okay,
We
cool.
get to make it up. So
I'm thinking like 6 inches.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's
but if you guys are passing over like a fucking chasm, you can float over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and
Yeah.
everyone else might fall into it. Who knows?
only slightly helpful.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. Just give me a sec, guys. I want to turn off the.
That's gonna blow Korgoth's mind if you ever do that. But he
But might eat the fucking scroll.
Well, if you get to use it, yeah. But he is an idiot, and so anything that's like magical in any way, he can't comprehend, and he will freak out.
So it's gonna be great when you see
Yes, we talked a little bit
Yeah.
about that. Your skin
my
walking.
skin. Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so then let's get into this. You boys are standing on the. Oh, actually, I want to talk a little about your backstory really quick before we start. I said in the intro, you guys used to be a part of some sort of labor camp. You are no longer. You are searching for the others in your camp that
Right.
have reportedly gone missing. To me, it sounds like this is because there's a lot of camaraderie in those camps. You all freed yourselves one way or another. I'm not sure if you know the details of which or how, but you're free, and now potentially your comrades are no longer free, and you're looking for them.
So we're looking over like a you said a chasm.
No, it's like
Or-
you're on like the valley itself is like kind of rocky and like hilly and stuff. So you're kind of like on an elevated spot looking down over this thing with like dead trees, old shacks.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a shack?
Well, it's like a bunch of derelict structures in general.
Okay,
Yeah.
Korgoth immediately just starts walking towards the shacks.
Okay.
Yeah. He doesn't ask questions, he just goes. He's a man of action.
Sure.
After Korgoth starts to walk, Talon turns to... I'm sorry, what's your character's name again?
Sid.
Right, Sid the Sick. Turns to Sid, and he goes, "Oi, Sid. Why is he always walking towards them sheds?"
He's just he's a big dumb fucking idiot, and that's what he is. He just walks with purpose wherever he goes.
Oh, yeah, hey, do you see these shacks, guys?
He has no idea that. Oh, my
There's shacks
voice
over
just
here.
changed.
Yeah. We should check those out.
So you're approaching the shack. What's your intention?
Just to look inside these shacks.
Great. So okay, so
Oh my
you
God.
kind of come to like what looks
Korgoth's
like,
always hungry, man.
And so you go to Shacks.
You never know, man.
Are you a fan of Shake Shack?
I don't know what that is, brother.
Nor does Talon, for that matter.
This guy's not gonna be fun to keep walking with. I gotta tell you, it's gonna be a tough time.
So you get to these like this first little batch of
I
shacks.
kick the door in.
Yeah, so this looks like there was maybe a small community living here at one point. There's only about 2 still left standing. A lot of them are just like logs leaning against like, you know, just like they were shoddily made to begin with, but clearly it's deserted. You kick the one that still has a door.
Yeah, I find the one with a door.
Otherwise, you can just walk around the back, but you know.
Let's go.
Wait, Sid, why is he just going after the one with the door?
He's just a fucking idiot. This is gonna be a long fucking trip. I gotta tell you, it's gonna be. Korgoth, stop fucking kicking shit.
Yeah. I'm just throwing shit around inside.
Yeah, so you're rooting around. You're kind of
Yeah, like a pig.
Yep, there we go.
And you find that there is clearly signs of like someone was living there like a while ago. It's like mostly covered in dust and like actual dirt from like the wind blowing like the literal dirt of the valley in through like the cracks in the walls and everything. Like it's messy in there, but you do find like a satchel in there.
I open it.
All right, roll.
I really don't think we should be letting him lead the charge in a lot of this stuff.
Try and stop me.
I know that I can't stop him.
Harland, roll me a D100.
Just gonna fucking break anything he finds.
I need to get.
You can just do a D10 and do you have a D10?
Well, I don't have it in front of me.
Well, there you go. The sounds of dice shuffling.
Just one D10?
One D10 and then
Another D10.
Yeah, I guess 2 D10s. Yeah.
One and wait. hang
So
on.
you tell me which one number you want it to be.
17.
17.
Let's go low.
All right. So you reach into this kind of mid-sized bag that was on the ground.
Okay.
I'm assuming it looks dubious.
Yeah, is it wet at all?
No.
Did it just? Well, okay.
Because he's hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Does it look like there's food in it? That's what Korgoth's head is on.
He's looking for like
Protein.
a fast food
Dude.
bag
I love,
filled with fries.
I love that it's like, yeah, you want a greasy bag? Like is that some
That's
sort of
where all the calories are. You want
Fucking-
grease and fat.
wet potatoes in there?
That's all Korgoth knows.
No, it's right at the head of the bed, and it was actually it looks like someone else has gone through here and like it's been a little disturbed, but it looks like it potentially could have been wrapped in this bag. But what it actually is a oil painting of a hooded skeleton.
Oh.
I don't know if you can eat that, but
Oh yeah, Korgoth.
Yes, he's talking
Could you get?
He's
Talon, get it away from him. Get it away from him.
Korgoth, give me the painting.
Okay, you can't eat it, bud. You can't just let it go.
doesn't taste good, man.
No, of course
Does not
not. You
have-
fucking mongoloid.
I don't know what that is.
I know,
Sid,
buddy.
I don't think he's got an eye for art.
Is it a good thing to be a mongoloid?
No. Well, yes, good buddy, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
You start telling people that. Start telling people
I'm a mongoloid.
You are.
Yeah.
There you go.
The mongoloid, Korgath.
So you're
like
cruising
it.
around, and you're not seeing much else in here. But you did find this painting that you now have, and
And it's wet.
From me biting the corner of it.
It's just slobbery.
Wait, so it's got like a skeleton guy on it?
it's a hooded skeleton on like an oil painting of a hooded skeleton. I think from shoulders up, as if it's like someone was doing a self-portrait.
Is it beautiful? Is it well done?
I would say it's as good as it can be with materials that it was clearly painted with, which were clearly improvised materials.
Okay.
Is there anything on the back of it?
No.
Can we tear the paper off and double check?
Sure.
Is there anything there?
No.
Okay.
Does it taste good?
Yeah, it's Korgoth. I don't know.
Does it taste
I don't know.
good?
You tell me. What do I roll for tasting good?
I think. Do you actually eat it?
It's in a frame, right? Or is it rolled up?
It was in like a frame, but it was like it's not like glass or anything protecting it.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just,
I think he picked it up and like started to bite the corner of it.
cool. So you're biting the frame.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it just tastes dusty.
Cool.
Yeah.
But I think when I stop trying to eat it, I do look at it, and because Korgoth is so stupid, even the worst painting is a masterpiece to him, and he's just taken now with this painting and is just staring into it.
Roll a presence check for me.
Oh, is it
D20 plus your presence modifier.
Oh, that's a big fat -1.
Okay.
16.
Oh, wow. Okay. You're able to ascertain. You are so taken by this painting for some reason. I don't know if you've seen much art.
Have you guys seen anything like this before in your life? It's incredible.
Yeah,
This one's all right.
Fine.
It's all right.
It's just fine.
I can't believe my eyes.
What I'll say is you're starting to get the sense that this was a sentimental object for whoever lived here, but they're now completely missing. But you're also wondering, why would they leave this?
Okay. Well, since they've already tried to like inspect it, I think I just discard the frame it's in and I roll it up and I put it. Where do I put it?
Where are you going to put
You
it?
like
didn't
put
think
it
about this.
on
Between
one
your
of the
butt
long horns.
I think I shove it. I mean, I'm a big guy. I don't think it's that big.
You got a lot of creases.
I got
You
a
can
lot of
put it in
creases.
some like arm crease.
Korgoth's got creases. I think I roll it up and like shove it just in like my loincloth
Cool.
on the front.
All right.
And I like
something later.
That's it. That's all
mine.
you can carry.
Good lord.
Good. I'd like to do a presence check, just not necessarily in this shed.
Sure.
But like just right outside, just the
Give it to me,
landscape.
baby.
Okay, great. I'm gonna roll a d20. I have a +0 for presence.
Cool. So it'll be a flat check.
Well, he does that. Do I find any other foodstuffs or like actual?
No.
Okay,
No.
good,
No.
okay.
This is so
wanted to make
abandoned. So abandoned.
So abandoned.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 10.
Great. And you're outside?
Yeah, I think I just stepped right outside the door, and I'm just kind of looking at, doing an almost like panoramic view or look at the horizon, and just to see if there's, I don't know, a path forward.
Yes. What you are seeing in between, a common thing you're seeing from in between all these shacks is defined lines in the ground. Like something heavy was possibly being dragged, but there's something, it's like leading from all the different shacks, and it forms into like one, like a groove in the ground leading out off into the wastes.
I think I think with that I call Sid over. Sid.
Yeah.
All right, hey, you cover your mouth next time.
Yeah.
I found tracks, and I kind of like point to these like dragged tracks, and I think I even go, can I see how many kind of different tracks there are converging into one?
Yeah, I would say with your 10, you can't even tell You don't know what was being dragged necessarily, but you can see like at least 10 total like lines being formed and then dragged. Like, can you give me a presence check, please?
Yes. What do I need to roll?
D20 plus your presence score. I want to give you more information, but I'm not going to give it to you unless you guys earn it.
+2, so that's a 6.
That is not going to aid you very much. You're not, between the three of you, you're not really able to determine how these lines would have been formed, like, or not lines, like grooves in the ground would have been formed. So, like, it either had to be something really heavy, or maybe the ground was wet that day and it just dried this way. Like, you can't really tell. Like,
you said that there were like 10, right?
yeah, roughly like 10 individual lines that'll eventually all converge into one. Like,
And how many people are we looking for from our like party?
you tell me, how many people do you think are missing from your party?
Close to 10.
Around about 12.
Okay.
Korgoth can't count, so he doesn't know numbers. He knows lots.
Boys, let me ask you
I
a question.
think,
Are you the only ones that are not missing from this group?
that are not missing.
Are there others of you that are not reportedly missing right now that are part of the same labor
It's a
camp?
good question. I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I think, yeah. I don't. I think we're going after everybody else.
I think that when we all like escaped or like broke out or whatever, I think there was so much confusion that it would be hard for anybody
Right.
that got out to keep track.
Yeah.
And know.
Free for all.
Yeah. You know that scene in Andor at the end?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, never mind.
Spoilers.
I think, you know, I'm picking up on what's going on here, and at the very least, I'm like, 10 tracks, looking for, what'd you say?
Around about 12. I don't know.
I say we follow.
This could be wagons.
Be wagons.
Yeah, you guys' presence checks are so low that I just can't give
That's fine.
any more information.
Okay, I
Like,
think
so-
at this point, I've definitely walked outside since there's nothing else in there for me to try and eat. So
Joining the investigation?
yeah, I think they're actually having a real talk, and I'm just kind of standing behind them, looking over their shoulder at what they're looking at, confused. But can I do a presence check in this moment?
Yeah, you can.
Is that okay? To maybe.
If the idiot saves us,
No, there's no.
-1.
One. It's a one.
So it's
It says
zero?
zero.
No, one.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, you're not able to add any,
at out here?
Korgoth, can you do me a favor and follow
What?
this trail, and we'll follow.
What
behind.
trail?
All right, so just go. straight.
Literally, what are we looking
hey,
at?
bud, you see these lines we got in the ground here?
I don't
We're
think he's
just
gonna know. He doesn't know that.
Okay, look at the. You see this here dip?
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna follow these.
Okay, and he turns and just starts walking.
Knew that was gonna work.
Well,
You gotta give me a push.
So
that way.
I kind of think it's funny, like in between Sid and Talon standing next to each other is just this giant man walking forward.
Every like, I don't know, 30 yards or so, I pick up a rock and
Try to eat it. Good.
and I throw it over my shoulder. You never know. It could be a potato. Could be a potato.
Could be.
Or some sort of
Like a
root vegetable.
Super stale, dried out potato.
Yeah. One time I found a toe out in the field. It was delicious.
I think
You never know.
I've never had toe before.
I have. It's fine.
It's like gristle.
There's
never
not
had
much
gristle
meat on
before.
those bones.
I love this road talk. I imagine you guys are talking like this when you're just kind of walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly about what I found and eaten.
Yeah, and you guys
Yeah.
are all like having like, I've never had that.
Yeah.
Like you're all just hanging out like,
Oh, wow. Never thought of eating
fine.
that.
Like, given how tense like potential like situation is, you guys are still talking about just mainly food you found on the ground.
Yeah, Korgoth does not understand steaks either.
Right. So steaks mean like that was the stakes of the situation and the
Both.
food. Yeah.
Both.
I think you understand one type of steak. I think that's one you definitely do.
He, regardless, has no idea what the different definitions of these words
Yeah,
are.
there are multiple definitions.
Yeah.
Steaks, the wooden stabbing instrument. He's familiar
You're
with
familiar
those.
with that.
Yeah.
There's so many stakes. God, English is really a terrible language.
It is.
It's like really garbage. Okay, you guys are walking and you're interrupted. Your conversation about food on the ground is interrupted by
Food.
a loud whistle from a man who is hailing you from probably 50 foot off the drag lines you're in. It's called.
Morgoth gives him a big salute.
Look at this fucking asshole.
He's like, "Hi there, you guys friendlies?"
I look to these guys. I'm like, how we feeling? Are we feeling friendly?
I'd say I'm feeling a bit friendlier than most, but
He's like excitedly like waving his arm and walking towards you. He is wearing basically like a kind of a what would have been like a leather jacket, like just like a simple like jacket that is like pretty much falling apart at the sleeve. So he is like missing his left sleeve. He's looking pretty shitty. His pants are, he's not wearing any shoes. His pants are all like raggedy.
How far away is he?
He's probably about, he's approaching you rapidly. He's like walking, he's like speed walking.
Oh, rapidly?
He's like waving
Oh,
at
I
you.
pull my scimitar off my back and like do a spin.
Hi there,
and
friend. I come as friend.
I think I like turn to Korgath and maybe just like push your sword hand down a little bit.
He's just like, don't get many visitors around these parts. I can tell you're not from here. What brings you to these parts?
Hail and well met, I suppose.
Yes, introductions. That would be good. My name is Ivan.
Hi,
Ivan, pleasure to meet you.
Wow, this one here is breathing heavy.
Yeah, that's Korgath.
Pay no mind.
Yeah, now he's like basically standing like 7 feet away from you guys, and he's like a little like I just had to run over and meet you. I don't meet many people around here anymore.
You're like the merchants in Elden Ring.
Yeah. Well, I don't get many customers out here.
Yeah, well, that's because you're in hell.
Fucking nowhere. Well, what y'all doing out here?
Well,
what are you doing?
Korgath.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I live here.
Where?
Whoa.
Well, have you seen there's a
No.
in the distance there's a plume of smoke. You maybe seen it?
We have.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I don't think Korgath has. He doesn't know how to read.
I don't. That's true.
Oh, pity.
To be fair, you don't need to read to see smoke. But anyways, go on.
Wait, what? Hang on, what? Oh my god! Wait, hang on, what?
All right, buddy. You need to just. Hey, I think I saw a potato
Where?
just over there. If you're gonna let the
trudges
kid, talk real quick.
All right, Ivan. Sorry about him.
Oi. No problem. He seems spirited.
That's one way.
It's just you out here.
No. Got me a lovely lady. Her name is Hilda. She's probably by the fire, the smoke plume you've seen. We run a trading post. Lots of meat, bubbles, trinkets, the like.
I think
Bubbles.
trinkets. The like. I think when Talon hears you say meat, I go, what kind of meat?
Very nice cured meats. Not much self. You can't really have fresh meat out here.
Cool.
Doesn't work. You have to preserve it some way. So we do. And then we sell it to you.
Gabagool. I say, well, what's the smoke from?
Well, it's from a fire deep below the valley. Kind of unsure as to the exact origin, but for us, it's good enough. We can smoke our meats in it.
Oh, so you're smoking meats.
All right, yeah.
What kind of meats you smoking again? Gabagool.
Talon,
All
you know what?
types of meats.
Hey, can we come over? Can we peruse your wares?
I mean,
maybe?
sure.
It wasn't a potato. It was another rock.
All right, Korgath, we might have meat on the menu.
Meat is back on the menu.
That's right, boys.
Oh yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. All right, so
Yeah, it's not far.
I walk up to what's
okay.
this guy's name?
Ivan.
I walk up to Ivan and grab his shirt and go, "Where's the meat?"
Distant.
And I lift him off the ground a couple inches.
It's about a mile that way, I think, roughly estimated.
I throw him down and I just start walking.
Oh,
and Similar visual, two guys standing next to each other, big guy in the middle, and then some other guy stands up into frame.
It's like I'm collecting a caboose of just small men behind me.
So, I mean, yeah, I guess we start walking with Ivan, or Ivan starts walking with us.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And he's a chatterbox, and he's like yelling at you guys the whole time. At some point, I think he starts talking to you, Korgoth, about just your general size. How'd you get to be so big?
Look, Fran, that's not going to be a deep well of information.
Listen, you want to get as big as Korgoth. All you got to do, all right, is pick up everything you find and try and eat it. Eventually, you'll find something.
That's a good tip. You probably survive real good out here.
Yeah.
Talon,
One time I ate a whole man. And I looked directly at Ivan.
Hey, Talon, I don't think our friend Ivan here is going to last very long.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get 8.
I think so. Ivan is like also like 5'5", 5'6".
Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
He's very.
Oh, yeah, considering your size, man, I could really get you down.
I think we're walking behind them, and I turn to Sid and I go, "Oh, I said, you think they're talking about the extremes of the human anatomy?"
The meaning of life.
Oh my god, dude. So yeah, you guys are hiking along. You're walking past all these like blasted trees, like totally dead, like as I said, sun-starved trees. Looks like direct sunlight probably would have been great in this valley at some point. It probably grew with plentifully with crops and trees and grass, and it was probably once very beautiful, but now it's essentially a ghost town and just like a wasteland, and it's dry and is decrepit. Everything around it. You've passed several structures now. You keep popping in, but they seem pretty picked over. But eventually, as the wind keeps blowing and the fog keeps moving, the closer you get to the smoke plume, you really do get to see the size of this thing. It is remarkably wide, and right in front of it is a little shack that has, if you could call it that, really, it's more of like a shelter. It's comprised of like rotted and charred wood. It's got a filthy canvas awning kind of overhanging like a table. It's like stained and everything. And it's like, yeah, it's got a bunch of tables underneath, under the awning that have a bunch of like, once again, baubles and the like. What did I say?
Trinkets.
Bits and bobbins.
Trinkets, something else.
Baubles, trinkets, and the like.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think that's going to be the name of this episode.
Great.
Baubles, trinkets,
And the like. It really should, actually.
Yeah. And then you also see like a rack a little off to the side that has dried meats hanging on it. And
There it is.
And as you approach, Ivan's like, "Oi, Hilda, found some new friends." And this woman comes out from behind the back of the lean-to.
Is she for eating, or what? Is that what's going on?
Don't do that.
No eating of Hilda. And this woman, her skin looks remarkably different than Ivan's. It looks like she's been on here a lot longer than him, possibly when the sun was once shining at one point.
She might be made of leather also.
Her skin looks tough.
She looks like gabagool.
It looks like her body hasn't seen, like, her skin hasn't seen any sort of moisture in like over a decade. It is very dark, very like hard lines cracked into it.
Korgoth doesn't like jerky that much anyway.
Her hair is mostly gone.
Gone?
Yeah, she has like little strands here and there that she likes to keep, like that she combs, but she's falling apart. And with her comes a dog who's at her heels. He looks very food starved, which is ironic considering that all the meat. So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe you guys can figure it out. Who knows? But there is a dog that is.
I don't want to figure that out.
I mean, Harland maybe has an inkling of what's going on, but Korgoth doesn't.
And then he kind of actually, when he sees that Ivan's walking with 3 strangers, actually gives a couple barks, and Hilda is like, hush then. And he immediately obeys her command, and then she walks out, and her voice that I'm going to make up right now.
Hell yeah.
Just like Ivan's.
A Kiwi. So it's Taika Waititi. Two Taika Waititis.
Oh
Excellent.
my god!
right, cool.
So no, sure. Her voice is a little bit more cracked, and it's like, "Oh, hello! You've come from far. Have you been traveling long?"
Probably, yeah.
Well,
you have no
Ivan,
recollection of how long you've been traveling.
Ivan, I think you saying that she was lovely was really underselling it.
No, it wasn't. Are we looking at the
What are
same
you talking
person?
about? She's awful. She's just terrible to look at.
Boys, shut up. We gotta get in good with them and get the meats.
What are they gonna do? Really? You've got me.
He's gonna he'll eat him.
Watch this. And I grab a hunk of meat off the shelf and I just bite into it.
Oh, you're gonna have to. Oh, you're gonna have to. What was the
I'm
voice
gonna
actor?
have to.
Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna have to.
You're gonna have to pay for that. You can't just take the meat.
I'll pay for it.
All right, we can
Cool
discuss
guys,
it.
that's
And
what
she's
money
actually.
is.
Jesus Christ.
I'm the wild card, man.
Apparently.
Yep.
She's actually looking you up and down right now, Korgoth. She's like admiring your muscly physique.
He puffs his chest up.
You know, hey, Hilda, we might have to charge you for looking at our specimen here. So, what say we call it even?
I haven't seen such a specimen of flesh out here in
Yeah, he's quite the slab of
a long
man meat.
time. Because she's just like everyone out here is so starved, and you clearly have like plentiful like body mass.
Like I said, like I was telling Ivan, you bite into everything you find, you're bound to get some kind of nutrients.
As you guys are talking, he's standing behind the tables that just have all these things on it. I want you all to roll a presence check really quick.
Okay. 14.
20.
Oh, great.
Damn.
Johnny, what you see are there's various like interesting shaped rocks.
Trinkets.
Bobbins.
There are bones that are
the
maybe
like.
sharpened into be like weapons or tools. There's rips of cloth, like things that were probably from something nice at one point. Pieces of like scavenged armor stuff. You're starting to think maybe everything's picked about so much through these like houses because these people have been like looting and reselling. There's also like a wooden crate on the table. They've painted, and it's spelled horribly, but it says mystery box on it.
Wow, look at this horse shit. What a lovely set of wares you guys have for sale here.
Well, it's a good thing that Korgoth can't read. That box is intriguing.
Yeah, he probably just smashed it. Well, how much are we looking at for some of the prices of these things here? I mean, we obviously are gonna have to owe you for the meats, but well, this mystery box.
Well, we like to barter here. So if you got salt, we'll take salt. Salt's as good as gold. She's now Western now.
What's barter?
Do we have any salts, boys? Do we have
I've
any
got
salts?
silver.
Silver will do.
As well.
Oh, are you guys trying to make a trade?
Oi, silver's great. We'll take it.
It's technically called a sale, not necessarily bartering, but if you want to trade for pieces of things, for exchange for goods and services in the typical form of commerce.
Can I do have some equipment on me somewhere.
I'll never tell.
I have chewing tobacco. I have caltrops. Can I, through my stupidity, try and trade the caltrops to them, not knowing that they are poison?
Sure. They're poison caltrops.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I don't know. Like, he doesn't know what they are, and
Sure,
I'm
that's
surprised
fine.
he hasn't eaten them. Can I try and like trade? Like,
Sure.
what about what are these? How about these?
And Ivan will walk up beside you. He's been kind of like walking around behind you
Pretty
guys.
sure they're candies.
He comes up right next to you, like shuffles up. Hi. What are these? Caltrops. And then the dog starts growling because the dog's like clearly smelling. He's like, "Oi, what's up, Rufus? What you on about, Rufus?" And the dog is just like,
I bend down and try to feed them to the dog.
and yeah, he starts barking at you. And Ivan's like, "What you trying to feed my dog? Trying to hurt my dog?
With what? These candies?
These are not candy."
What's a caltrop?
He looks over to Sid and Talon, and he's just like understanding, like, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You catch on.
I see.
Wait,
and
what?
then
Back off.
What is it, though? I don't know what these are.
Don't eat them. Back away.
But why? What happened?
John, your presence check that you rolled. Mm-hmm. While you're kind of this is all happening, you're looking at the table. You recognize something on the table that is an iconic piece of someone from the camps.
Memorabilia.
What do you see?
I don't know.
You see something that you recognize, John. You would know what it is. What do you see?
A piece of cloth? I don't know.
Yeah. What's on the cloth? How do you recognize it as your friends?
The insignia!
Or a name tag.
Oh, I like it's like, hi, my name is. Hello, my name is.
We all got name tags at this labor camp. Incredible. I love it.
I'm prisoner number.
So I think, Sid, if you notice this, would you mention it to somebody?
I would probably nudge you.
Yeah, am I creating like a distraction on accident here, kind of, maybe?
Yeah, Ivan and the dog are wrapped up with you right now, but Hilda is eyeing John, Sid, as he's clearly taking notice of this.
I'm just kind of like poking Talon with my hook hand as like a signal. Like,
I think I look down at the piece of cloth with the name tag on it, and the name tag says, "Hi, my name is Spiegel." And I say, I fucking hate Spiegel. And I hate that he's a part of this, but he's a part of this. So I guess we've got to save him too. And it also seems like these folks have come into contact with fucking Spiegel. I hate him.
Hilda says, all right, it's up. And then she flips a fucking crossbow off her back and is now aimed at you guys. Ivan, circle around.
I'm about to eat the caltrop and be like, no, see, look, they're fine to eat. Watch. Wait, what?
How do you guys react to her forming? And Ivan's now, he like pulls a little hammer off his belt and he's circling behind you guys with the dog.
How far away is Hilda from where I'm at?
You guys are all pretty
dog?
close together, I would say. Maybe like only 5 or 10 feet apart.
Is she within leaping distance?
Sure.
Could I just like football linebacker tackle her or attempt to?
Yes, roll for initiative.